Hi everyone and welcome to another monthly faves and fails where we are going to be running through all of my ultimate favorites and also my ultimate makeup and skincare disasters that I've been trialing out on and off camera in the month of February. We are going to get straight into it. If you're new here, hi, welcome. My name's Gemma. I upload new videos on YouTube every single week and I'd really appreciate it if by the end of this video you've enjoyed what you've watched, you found it helpful or entertaining in some way. Come and join the Pampered Wolf Pack by clicking on that subscribe button, the like button and the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. Let's jump straight into the changes of opinion. I'm really disappointed to be having to tell you this because I've raved about this product a lot. I mean a lot on my channel over the last couple of months and I feel the need to come on and let you know of my slight shift because of the current problems that I've been having after continued wear. The product that I'm talking about is the Maybelline, the Colossal Curl Bounce Mascara. This is such a good mascara, or at least it was when I first got it. This curls the lashes without the need for an eyelash curler. This also holds the curl in place for a considerable amount of time. The only problem with this, which is the reason why I don't use it every single day, is that it isn't a nourishing formula and my lashes need that little bit of extra nourishment because they are quite dry to begin with. So I don't use this every day. I have used it at least 10 to 12 times, however, and this is really dried up very, very quickly. Now, I completely understand that a mascara formula thickens over time, but usually it's at its thickest around day 3 or 5, and then it's pretty consistent unless you leave it lying in a drawer for a long time and don't use it, and then it dries up. My mascaras don't tend to get to the dried up phase because I like a lot of mascara and I use them often, so they don't usually get to that stage. After 10 to 12 wears, this has seriously changed. The consistency of this is just uber thick, and because of that it's very difficult to get on the lashes now. I'm just disappointed. Has anybody else had this experience? I really do have to really whittle this in the tube to pick up any product, and because of the extra thickness it's not curling the lashes as it used to because it's a lot heavier than it used to be. It's also not holding the lash as it used to either. I'm just disappointed. It also crumbles on my lashes too. This didn't used to happen, and do I have a dud? Has this happened to anybody else? Do let me know in the comments section. I'm really sorry if you're all experiencing this issue and you've been out and bought it because I recommended it. This is why we have this segment in this video. Anyway, let's move on to the fails. The first fail goes to Revolution. These are the bright light highlighters, and I'd heard numerous people say that these could be used not only as a highlighter, but the pink one could also be used as a vibrant blush, and you all know what I'm like for blush. I love a nice blush, especially a radiant blush. This is on another level though. Even as a highlighter, I cannot get my use out of this. The particles of glitter in here, although are small, there are millions of them and it's very difficult to remove them once it's on. It was pretty disastrous actually. There was glitter everywhere, and when I tried to remove it, there was glitter in my hair, there was glitter down my face. I was finding glitter for days. Just not my thing. Just really not my thing. These had all of the potential of being a great product. Now, I did say at the beginning, this is a highlighter. This wasn't meant to be used as a blush, so I used it incorrectly, but even used as a highlighter, again, very glittery, difficult to remove. Glitter particles everywhere. So it has a sponge applicator, which I love. You can apply it in exactly the areas that you want to. I did find though that when you were trying to get the product out, a lot of it came out the sides rather than coming out of the top. So it was a little bit cumbersome in that sense, but all the same, I had high hopes for these and then I was a little deflated. These aren't for me. If you do like glitter, however, and you like the sponge applicator and you like the consistency of these, which is a really lightweight, hydrating consistency, you may want to try these out. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with them, but they won't be going anywhere near my face anytime soon. The next fail goes to Revlon. This is the ColorStay Skin Awaken 5-in-1 concealer, and I was so disappointed with this. I really wanted to like it. I am a huge fan of Revlon and their products. I just couldn't find my shade in this. It was very difficult. The shade selection in store anyway is extremely poor, and every shade that I tried that would match my skin tone was extremely yellow in undertone. I prefer to go for something with a slightly pinkier undertone to help cancel out my dark circles. If I try and wear something that's slightly yellow in undertone, I end up looking like a member of The Simpsons, and that is not a good look for me. Oh no, no, no. But even though I eventually plumped for the shade 005, which I can easily get away with, I didn't like the consistency of the product and how it looked underneath my eyes enough to compromise on the shade. So as well as all of the shades being very yellowy in undertone, this really clings to any bit of dryness that I have underneath my eyes. I was surprised at this because this is completely alcohol free. The formula is also free of fragrance and essential oils. The ingredients are solid, but the thickness of this, it blended out beautifully, but I couldn't build this up without it looking heavy underneath my eye. So disappointed. I'll keep on trying it, but it's definitely not my favorite. The last fail goes to Lancome, and this isn't a massive fail. This is me being picky. So they sent me this in PR, which I was extremely grateful for. I love the original, which is not a waterproof formula, and true to Lancome, they listen to their audience asking for this in a waterproof formula. They brought it out. I just don't think it's close enough to the original formula. It doesn't really give my lashes that length and volume that the original formula gives me. It is, however, very waterproof. So if you are looking for a waterproof formula, this is a great waterproof formula. I just don't think it's close enough to the original to be in the same packaging. So I am nitpicking here. It's still a great mascara. I will wear it if I go swimming, but I'm not overly keen on waterproof formulas anyway. I know a lot of people need a waterproof formula. If you live in a humid climate, a waterproof formula will be essential for you. Me, living in the UK, not so much. Maybe in time I will want to make the switch over to a waterproof formula, but for the time being, I'm more than happy with the original. Let's talk about the good stuff, and coincidentally, all of these products that I'm about to mention I've never mentioned before on my channel. These are the ones that I have been silently trying and loving off camera this month. The first product I want to mention is by Replica. These are a selection of all of their perfumes, 10 in total. So you get Jazz Club, Lazy Sunday Morning, Under the Lemon Trees, By the Fireplace, Bubble Bath, Autumn Vibes, Sailing Day, Coffee Break, Beach Walk, and Springtime in the Park. I was so excited to get my hands on these. I heard so many people saying how they loved Replica perfumes, and it takes me a long time to find out if I actually like a perfume, and more importantly, if a perfume likes me. We have issues in that department, so this saves me a lot of time and a lot of money. I have in the past been into store, tried a perfume, thought I loved it, bought the big version, got it home. The day after, it smelled completely different, and I really didn't like it. So this is a way of future-proofing a large purchase. I have actually been writing notes on here of whether I like them or not. What do they smell like? Just to, you know, give me a little bit of feedback so I can remember which ones I like and which ones I don't. They are very, very sweet Replica perfumes, and sweet perfumes aren't really my thing. So this was an amazing challenge for me. I will wear all of these and get my use out of them. You get between 10 and 20 wears of each perfume depending on how much you like to spritz all over yourself. Maybe 5 to 20 wears depending on how much you like to spritz all over. The only one that I won't wear is Beach Walk, which gives me a headache, but all the other ones absolutely love. I really love Beach Walk. Just, you know, it doesn't like me. So I've loved the experience so much, I've actually bought another set from Memo where I've got 7 other perfumes to try, and these look way more up my street. So there's a lot of leathery scents in here, which I adore. So I will let you know how I get on with this. I've just sprayed some of the Irish leather in the room. This room, I wish it was scratch and sniff because it smells divine. So I realise I lied to you at the beginning of this segment, and I have tried one of these on camera before, not all off camera like I previously said. Apologies. The one that I tried on camera is this little beauty. This is from Natasha Denona, and it's the mini Biba palette. I love the colour story here. I like the fact that this is a pinky apricot type peach rather than a vivid pink, because I don't really go for vivid pinks. She says wearing vivid pink. Anyway, I don't usually go for vivid pink on my eyes. This is just perfection. Another reason I love this palette is because there are 4 mattes in here. Sometimes you don't want a lot of shimmer on the eyes. If you're one of those people who is a little scared of shimmers, you want to try this one out. It is stunning. The mattes, you get 1 cream matte, the other 3 mattes are her usual formula. Beautiful, smooth, buttery, just really easy to blend, very beginner friendly. Nothing wrong with this palette, one bit. I adore it. It's beautiful. So I know I mentioned the Lancome waterproof mascara in my fails category, but jumping into my favorites is the Lancome Ultra Precise Waterproof Liner, and boy is this waterproof. I did an Instagram story on this to share the whole waterproofness, if that's a word, of this product. Very, very difficult to remove with just water. So if you get caught in a rain shower, you have no need to worry. If you have watery eyes, again, no need to worry. This comes off with a good oil cleanser. It's superb. Now, it does say it's ultra precise. I don't find it's ultra precise. I find that the tip of this is slightly too flexible to be ultra precise. So that's the only negative I would say about this. Sometimes I get a thick line, sometimes I get a thin line. You have to be very, very light-handed with this to be consistent on both sides. So, you know, it takes a little practice, but the product is beautiful. It's seriously black in color, which is great if you want to make an entrance, and it lasts all day. Next favorite goes to Refa. This is the hydration cream. Yes, you heard me right. Refa skincare. Refa. I talk about Refa all the time on my channel because they make some of the best makeup brushes I have ever used. They are amazing. I use them for every single day that I'm applying makeup. Generally, I'm using a Refa brush. Out of the blue, they decide to do skincare. And it's really good. So I definitely recommend that you go on their website at the moment because you can decide how much you want to pay for this at the moment. So you will get it for a fraction of the cost that it will be in the coming months. So definitely try this out whilst you can. This is lightweight but packs a punch. So it's a really rich cream without being heavy. It's got 5% niacinamide, 3% dimethicone, 2% Centella asiatica, 1% meadow foam seed oil, and it's also got a hyaluronic acid complex in there as well. It's really lovely. It sinks into the skin nicely, and I also like the tube. I know a lot of people don't like these sorts of tubes that are like toothpaste tubes for skincare. I'm completely the opposite. This means that you're not going to get a lot of air in here, which means that the ingredients are going to stay fresh for much longer because they're not going to oxidize. I love this formula, and it's great if you've got dry skin. Next favorite goes to Revolution. This is the Lip Plump Maximizer. I just think this is a really pleasant product. It's got a rosy scent to it, so it does taste a little bit of rose or Parma violets or something of that sort. It's really glossy. I've just popped a little bit on now, so it's really glossy, but it doesn't have any sticky feel to it whatsoever. It's slightly more like a lip oil without the runniness. It's got a slight tingling sensation to it for that plumping effect on the lips. Do I feel like this is excellent at making your lips look bigger? No, apart from the glossy effect that automatically makes your lips look plumper. But the ingredients in here are beautiful. You've got vitamin E, vitamin C, castor seed oil, and also shea butter. So this is really nourishing on your lips. If you suffer with dry lips like me and you like that sort of Parma violet rose scent and a slight cooling tingling sensation, you may want to give this one a try. I think it's really pleasant and it looks beautiful as well. And the final product in this video goes to Sand and Sky. This is the Australian Emu Apple Dreamy Glow Drop Serum. And I'm not quite sure if you can see the separation in the bottle. You've got oil and then you've got water. You need to shake this up completely before you take any out. And that way you're going to get the most beautiful glow on your skin. Also, it packs a punch with hydration. It also nourishes the skin as well. Again, without being heavy. So if I want my makeup to be slightly glowier, but not sparkly, I apply this underneath my matte foundation to just give me a little bit of a glow from within look. I also pop this on any dry areas, dryness be gone. So as you can see, that's more of a milky solution now. There's no separation anymore. So that's when you would remove the dropper and apply that to your hands to then dispense over the areas that you want it. Sometimes I just pop a little bit on the tops of my cheekbones for that extra glow. Sometimes I don't put it all over my face, but it's great for around my dry areas around my mouth. Really does help. So that's it for this month's faves and fails. Let me know what products you've been trying. Have you tried any of the products that I've mentioned in this video? What are your experiences with them? What have you loved trying in the month of February or even before? If you've never commented on my channel before, I would love to hear from you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hope to see you all in the next video. Bye everyone.